have 1,000 things to do today, and instead of doing any of them, I'm gonna be painting my nails and talking about YouTube drama. I just found out that Clara Dao started a fucking OnlyFans. Like, bitch, why would you make me look like a fool that way? What? I was offending you, woman. No, I'm sure. I'm not even gonna say she has valid reasons because who am I to judge, right? But I just wanna know, how do we get to this situation? Like, how do we get to make this choice? What happened? This is my official retraction about giving the pass to Clara Dao. I still don't care that she got a boob job. I still don't think her video about being skinny was that bad, even though I do feel she should have taken a little bit more care about it because of her fan base. I do believe she's become a rage baiter now. And I do believe her video promoting her OnlyFans with a kid was in very bad taste. I would cancel her just for that. Nobody seems to be as mad about that as they should. And like, I feel I should be more mad about the fact that she posted that video with the baby than the fact that she got a boob job. Like, who cares about the freaking boob job? Let's move on from that now. But the thing with the kid, no, that should get her canceled for. Listen, I'm not saying go hate on her, but like, I'm just saying it's fucking weird. And that should not be excused. That is the only thing that I'm just, girl, you should go to jail. I don't know, you should go to jail. Like, what are you doing? If people find my channel, they're gonna believe I am a fucking fan of this woman because that seemed to be the only YouTuber that I talk about. But it's just, there's so many interesting aspects about her recent controversies. And there's a video, a short, that I did a few months ago that for some reason is getting traction again. And I thought it was because people were still hung up about the boob job that she got like a year ago. But no, it's at least, I believe, I think, I may be wrong, but I think it's because of the fucking OnlyFans that she opened a few weeks ago. Because in a way, I was defending her. I was being like, you know what? Oh no. I wasn't even talking about the boob job. I think the boob job happened afterwards. I was talking about the freaking video she did about how to stay skinny. Because in my opinion, it wasn't like that bad and not like how it was portrayed by the Bird channel. I'm sorry if somebody watches this. I'm not trying to be mean. I just can't remember the actual name of the channel, but it has a bird, like a talking bird, animated. If you probably know what I'm talking about if you're watching this. It's gonna come back to me eventually. But she did a video talking about the Clara Dao thing, the video that she made about talking about tips she maintained, or like habits she maintained to keep herself skinny, in which it was portrayed as if she was telling people you have to do this to achieve this body. And I don't think that was what she was doing at all. At least I didn't take it that way. In her video, I didn't feel like she was telling anybody you have to do this. She was just saying this is what I do. And some of the tips that she did were probably not the healthiest ones. I remember once she said she didn't eat for most of the day, only when she was hungry. And she used a really funny thing to like explain it about how in the past when we were like hunters and stuff, you wouldn't eat for the entire day until you hunted and shit. And I guess, girl, technically you're not wrong, but I don't know why I find that so funny, because it's like, woman, we hunt in the supermarket. Trust me, we're not struggling to find food. Well, some people are, actually. I shouldn't say that. Some people are struggling, but most people who are watching her video were probably not struggling to get food. They probably had food handy, especially her. Like, you're wealthy AF, girl. Like, you have a stocked fridge. You probably ate one of those strawberries that cost like $40 on Erewhon. Is that the supermarket? We don't have that supermarket where I live. I didn't know it's in freaking California, which I've actually never been to be honest. I don't travel much, and if I do, it's only on the east side, but that's not important here. What is important is that Clara, oh, Coco Crazy, that's the bird. I knew it was gonna come to me eventually. But Clara made an OnlyFans, and I thought people were mad because they were policing women's bodies as always. Part of that may be true, I don't know. What I do know is that a lot of people are mad because she used a fucking kid on her promotional video, which I pray for the days where influencers will stop using kids for nasty stuff. Stop using kids to promote adult content. Don't do that. That is weird, that is nasty, that is disgusting. There's a lot of fucking weird people online that do not need that type of content around them. They know. It gives me the ick so bad. Like, that is one of the things I cannot defend. I think I found about this about a week ago. I just checked today because I did a mini deep dive. Actually, I can say I did a mini deep dive. I spent like 2 hours looking at her shorts on her channel, her YouTube channel. I don't actually watch any of her other accounts. I don't have Instagram, and I technically have TikTok, but I don't use that shit for anything. I don't even think, let me check. I don't even think I have the freaking app on my new phone. Do I? No, not from what I can see. I haven't even downloaded the app on my new phone because I don't use that shit. I hate that freaking app. It's a cesspool. People are fucking weird there. But she still has the video. She hasn't deleted it. She hasn't made it private. She hasn't, I think, even addressed it. Maybe she did on her TikTok. I think that's her main page. But it's still there. It's still on her YouTube. And her comments are brutal. Not on that video alone. All of her videos. To be fair, I only watch the shorts because I don't have time to watch her give me a tour of her house. But her comments are, man, they're rough. They're rough. Actually, some of them are still hung up on the fact that she got herself a boob job a year ago. And part of me gets it. You know, she was a comfort creator and it is hard, but maybe it's because I've been on the internet for so long that I've lost all my hope on influencers. There's just so many influencers that I watched that have gone through controversy for one thing or another that I just don't trust anything that people said. I'm also not a fan of Clara. I've known about her for like years, ever since she started her channel, because I don't know how long ago that was, but for a very long time I know about her. Don't particularly watch her content because she made body positivity about very skinny people, and although I'm a very skinny girl, I'm not like flash tested. When I saw her get her boob job, I was like, you do you, Clara. I believed Coco Crazy had been a little bit rough on her first video that she did about Clara and the skinny video. I don't know if you talk about her getting a boob job. She probably did. I don't remember. That was like a while ago, and I have the memory of a goldfish.
It's been 84 years.
It's okay, just try to remember anything at all.
Oh, I think she did, and she called her a hypocrite. Because a lot of people believed she was a hypocrite since most of her content revolved around talking about her flash chest and the fact that she loved it and the fact that she wouldn't change it for anything. And I didn't know this because, like I said, I didn't watch her content. I respected it because of the message I guess she was trying to give to younger girls. Apparently she said getting surgery comes from an insecure standpoint, and maybe it does. Maybe I wouldn't know. I haven't gotten surgery. Truthfully, we're all going to die, so who the fuck cares? At the point that we're going, my country is gonna be blown up in the next 20 years, so I didn't have a particular issue. When she got the surgery, I was like, you know what? It's her body, she can do whatever the fuck she wants with it. Those are not my boobs, that is not my chest. But a lot of people were really bothered because they feel it went against everything she had said before. She was their comfort creator, so she felt very invested into her life and her actions and stuff, and they felt she was betraying them because she said she would never do it, and then she did. And a lot of them were saying, oh, we bought them, which I don't think they did. I don't think. Clara was freaking rich. In fact, she may have been even richer than I thought because, like I said, I watched her recent shorts for like a few months until now, and she may have even more money than I thought. I'm all over the place. So basically, I didn't have an issue with her getting a boob job. I didn't have an issue with the video of her talking about habits she kept to being skinny, even though some of them were a bit weird and some of them were giving ED, but I don't think she was saying anyone you should do this. I do think some kids would have taken it the wrong way, being impressionable and young. Even if she says not everyone should do this and are just the things that I do and I'm not a health expert or anything, they're gonna be like, oh, I want her body, then I have to do all of this. I do understand that aspect. So it might have been a little bit dangerous, and that's actually stuff that happens when your fan base are young people. But I do believe she got a little bit of more hate than she actually deserved, considering when her culture is very different. They have different beauty standards. I have Red Note, and the amount of women on there that seem to have an ED. There's one particular creator that I saw, I don't remember her name, but she looks emaciated, I think is the word. Girl is all bones. And even people in the comment section which have that beauty standard were saying, girl, you look too sick, you should eat. Because not only does she not eat, she eats cold foods with zero protein, and she bought like some glass pendants that says I don't need food, and people were defending her, saying, some of them were defending her, saying, oh, she's a model and that's completely perfect for her and that's her like beauty standard and stuff. And other people were being like, this girl probably doesn't even have a period, which a lot of people don't know. But if you get skinny enough, like if you become underweight, you might lose your period. Periods help a lot with regulate your hormones. Your body starts shutting down, and it enters into like a survival mode where it's just trying to, it's shutting processes they cannot afford to lose energy and calories on. They just shut it down. So your period stops until you get enough of a caloric intake to be able to afford that process. And so yeah, that's just a tip for anyone that wants to lose weight and are very obsessed with it. Just be very careful, because that's how it starts, and then before you know it, you're losing your hair. That's also something that happens if you're severely underweight. That seems to be a very popular thing on Asian countries. I don't know all of them, I don't want to stereotype, but it seems to be very accepted in some places and for some people and whatever. I understood where she was coming from, but I also understand how a lot of people could have misinterpreted it. Lately I have not been able to talk. Her boob job, again, I didn't see it as a big deal, even though some of her hardcore fans would have taken it really too hard, the fact that she went against everything that she had preached. But part of me also understood, because, well, people change, perspectives change, and maybe she did believe a few years ago that surgery stemmed from a point of insecurity and that she would never get one, and that was wrong and stuff. And maybe she just mature enough to realize that if you wanted one, you could get it. Like if you wanted one, you could afford it. There was nothing wrong for you to get it. And you weren't betraying anyone. You weren't betraying yourself. You were not saying I hate myself or anything like that. I don't hate my body and I still work out. I guess it's not the same thing. Maybe. To me, it's very similar. But the only fun things with the kicks, that I can't forgive, that I don't understand. And I would really wish she would take down the video. Like, listen, she doesn't even have to apologize. Just take it down. Act like nothing happened, like you always do, But apparently, she did made an apology, or she talked about why she started OnlyFans, which she said, of course she doesn't need it because her family is rich. And on that note, I said she may have been rich, that I thought like her family was wealthy, like she was a Vietnamese woman living in Canada with a freaking apartment while she was studying. Of course her family has money, but how much freaking money they had, I was severely mistaken, because she's a freaking millionaire from YouTube and TikTok and her social media career. She has freaking money. So why is this woman still asking her parents to buy her houses? Like, how wealthy is her family? If she's freaking rich from her career and she's still asking her parents, they must be like rich. They must have like FU money. And I just find that wild. A lot of people were saying, oh, because yes, some people are still not over the fact that she got a surgery a year ago. And they were saying, oh, look what we got her and stuff. And curly pops, if she wanted the fucking boobs, she could have gotten them way before she made her freaking career. She had the monies. She made a few videos talking about her surgery recently, about how expensive it was. Was it a year ago that she made her surgery? Maybe it was closer. Like maybe it wasn't that long ago, because the video that she made is not. Although maybe she's milking it, who knows. But she made a video talking about her surgery, and apparently it cost $3,000, like American dollars. I don't remember how much it was in Vietnamese. $3,000. That's not a lot of money. That's definitely not a lot of money for someone who had an apartment in Canada. She could have gotten that surgery probably when she graduated high school. I also found out that her parents had been pressuring her to get a surgery for a very long time. First, some people were saying that that's a lie, because no parent would do that. And then others were saying like, what type of parents would do that? To be honest, I understand it. My family is very particular. They're not like bad or anything. If somebody's watching me, you don't have to come defend me. Don't give shit to my family, because I will fucking come for you. No, I'm kidding. I have family members that are like that, a specific part of my family. And some people may not understand it, that it doesn't necessarily come from a bad place. I don't necessarily believe they see it as a flaw. Maybe they do. I don't exactly, that's not my family dynamic. I don't know her parents. I cannot say. It's being done as I believe you will feel better if you get the surgery. And I don't think the family member who's pressuring the other one is a bad person. I do think they come from another era, and I do believe they do have different perspectives. Also, I do believe surgeries are very stigmatized on the Western world. It's been villainized mostly because of the beauty standards that have been pushed, because of the surgeries, and people are fighting against it. Yeah, also a lot of people now feel bad for Clara. I've seen from some of her other videos that she appears to be a contrarian. She wants to go against the norm. So if somebody says you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do this, you are most likely to do it just because it gives you a little bit of a kick to prove people wrong and to do things that would make other people mad. I do also think that she may be going through a lot. I don't know her. I don't know what she's going through. I don't know what her internal thought processes are. I don't know what she's really doing, the things that she's doing. She seems to be a rage baiter now. She seems to post content that knows are gonna get people talking. Like the kid video. She probably knew the conversation that was gonna stir because of that. And the OnlyFans thing. She said she did it because she wanted to go against what people, like because she knows people put other people's down for that. Technically they do. I do believe OnlyFans is very stigmatized. I don't necessarily care, like, get that money, girl. I don't think she needed to do it. I saw a video of her crying about how much money she got. Like, woman, you are wealthy. She even says that on the video. She probably wouldn't have ever needed to work because her family has enough money for that. Which, like, do you need a sister? Because I can apply for that position, you know? She knew she was gonna get a lot of hate if she did it. And she may be getting hate, but I don't even think it's because she started on OnlyFans. I've just only seen her comments on YouTube. So I don't know if she is getting hate on other platforms. I do know that she's continuing to get hate on YouTube about her freaking boob job. People just don't seem to be able to get over that. They feel like she betrayed them. They feel like she did the worst possible crime in the world. They're calling her fake. They're calling her like plastic. She has posted a few videos of her working out now because apparently she goes to the gym. This woman has gotten a lot of surgery in this past couple of months. I don't know when she started. I found out about the boob job because of people criticizing her, but I saw like the videos that I've seen recently of her. She looks very different. I think she got a jaw surgery. I think she got her eyes done. I don't think she got her body done because from what I remember she has always had that body shape, but now she's working out and it looks so pretty. Her figure looks so pretty. I'm gassing her up. I shouldn't do that. She's a weird woman. Her content, like I said, seems to be pretty rage baity. At least on YouTube. I don't know on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. She mostly seems to be posting thirst traps. I might be talking out of my ass here, but I feel maybe she has gotten a little bit used to male validation. She also seems to have a thing with her ex, you know, the one that, you know, I knew it was bad news ever since he appeared on her channel. Also, I found out on Red Note, apparently he cheated on his girlfriend at the time when he met Clara. He was with another girl. I don't know what that post showed up. That was like from a year ago. But it was literally a post talking about how they broke up. And people were asking her, did he cheat it again? And she was like, maybe. Could be because he did cheat on me with her. And she posted a screenshot of him talking about it, shirtless and whatever. And people were commenting about the fact that he was shirtless while talking about it. That was weird behavior, and it kind of is. I don't know. So I always knew he was a bit of trouble ever since he showed up on this channel, because if I knew someone, I don't think I would be posting them so quick on my social media, especially if I make money off of it. And if they want that, that is a clear sign that they are in it for the wrong reasons. Like, he seemed to be really interested on making a name for himself by being with her. And they make a couples channel together and everything was about them being together. So it always gave me weird vibes. And then they broke up and he seemed way too happy about the fact that they broke up, and she seemed to be the sad one. I don't know, it seems after that everything seemed to be going downhill for her. That's when the boob job happened, which maybe that had contributed a little bit to the fact that she got a boob job. Maybe she felt bad about herself and she was like, you know what, maybe he changed me for another girl, like maybe he did cheat. And she was like, I need to get a better body in order to guarantee men stay with me or something like that. There's a lot of things that could have happened to make her make the decision that she made, and I guess we will never know. But there were so many interesting things that have happened in her life as of recently. And so she has seemed to become a very different person than what she used to be even a year ago. All that she posts now is thirst traps and videos with other guys and videos talking about how she changed, she has boobs now. I do believe her figure looks very pretty, but I also believe she looked pretty before. Like, I don't particularly care. Like, if she feels better now or whatever. She also made a video saying that it didn't really change how she felt about herself. She was a very confident person before and she's a very confident person now. So whatever, but she does have seemed to change a bit. Like, she just seems to be flexing all of the time. And I think she's doing that on purpose because most of her fan base turned on her. So she's been like, you know what, I'm gonna monetize that. And I know if they talk shit on my comment section, that boosts my videos on the algorithm, and so maybe that's what she's trying to do. I've been talking way longer than I expected to be talking about this. I said this is gonna be a short video because I have longer videos to edit, and it's been 50 minutes. I hate myself. Why am I like this?